This video is about the new units in Omniheroes Season 8. So as you can see, there's a TLDR version on the left. I think Leviathan and Tsukuyomi is very good, but for the new ethereal hero, unfortunately, I think we should skip her. Yeah, Amaterasu. And for the non-D&D heroes in this season, yeah, the cat in the box, Schrodinger's cat, is pretty good for non-D&D, but do not spend any like valuable resources on her because you can get her for free in well there's you can get her in the Abyss Crusade reward. You can get 10 shards, and you can also get her from the eternal not eternal decree. Like you don't need to buy the season warrior one in the middle. It's not really worth it because you can get some copies of her in the eternal level rewards, and you can buy her shards in the guild shop. Yeah, this one is also worth it. Here, this one in the guild shop because there's not much else you need to spend in the guild shop with the blue currency, all these. So just buy the new hero every season. Yeah. So okay, now let's talk about them in details. So first, I just got Tsukuyomi at 6 stars, so I can have her like detail on which star level she unlock any skills. So first, she can increase the corrode damage of your team by 200%. So this is really good. It's at the same level as the other new hero, relatively new hero. Yeah, Lancelot. So Lancelot can also increase crow damage by 200%, but Tsukuyomi can additionally increase your team's max HP by 25%. And at 8 star, like the damage coefficient is increased to 300 and the max HP is also increased. Yeah, this passive is like not very impressive because it's like similar to a non-D&D hero, but her second passive the is very strong because as your team apply corrode to enemy's team, you can steal their stats, which is very strong because not only your team will gain more stats like more attack and defense, the enemy teams is getting weaker, and it stacks up to 20 stack, which is like 20 million attack and defense. And at 9 star, the stack limit is removed, so you can stack infinitely. And that would be really strong against like bosses where the fight is really long and you need to grind down the the high health bar of the boss. Like so every round you apply corrode and your team is getting stronger and the boss's defense is getting weaker. So this is really good. Uh, yeah, and that's about it. If you can get her to 10 star, she can take additional action whenever like she takes action. So there's a chance for like double action, and that's pretty good because more actions she takes, she can deal more damage. But one thing about her is this is one downside about her is that she doesn't apply corrode herself. Yeah, so her ultimate only deals damage to frontline enemies, and same as her second active skill is also magic damage to frontline enemies. She doesn't apply corrode with her ability, so you need to put her in a Mystifier team. So fortunately, most Mystifier heroes can apply corrode. So ideally, you want to pair her with Emily or the horse hero, which is his name is this one, Dulahan. So these two heroes, they both can apply corrode as well as increasing the limit of corrode stack. And so that works really well with Tsukuyomi. Yeah, so that's this hero. Uh, Next we have Leviathan. I think this hero is really broken, so I don't have her yet. So I need to go to archive. She's a Doomsday hero, and look at her first passive. When Leviathan is deployed, she increases all allies' reflect rate by 200%. So in the season game mode, there's the reflect rate is really high, and it makes Doomsday in the season game mode really strong. Now it's finally coming to the normal game mode because Leviathan can increase allies' reflect rate by 200, which means that the Doomsday synergy damage will be really powerful. Like if you have at least like two pieces of Doomsdayer activated whenever enemy takes action, they pretty much will die, considering your whole team's reflect rate is increased by 200%. Yeah, so that's really strong. Yeah, and I'm pretty certain, I'm more certain about Leviathan being good than about Tsukuyomi. So if you can only choose one new hero from the season, I think Leviathan is the choice. And that's not all because well, her first pass will also increase allies max HP, but when she's alive, the enemy's active skill has a chance to trigger redirect to themselves, which means that they can not only they will take damage before they take action, when they take action, their ability can also damage themselves instead. So that's also really powerful. Yeah. So and she's also a monarch. So I think this hero is beyond broken. If you can, like, if your like resources is limited, I think you can consider getting her to 8 star, and you can maybe ignore the rest. Yeah, that's I think that's something I would do, and especially I think you should skip the ethereal hero. Yeah, unfortunately, ethereal this hero isn't good because like if you read her ability, it's way too fair. Like Amaterasu will permanently increase the entire team's HP by 50% when she lands a critical hit. And it's when herself land a critical hit. It's not so she's in a way even worse than Katrina because she has to land a critical hit herself, whereas Katrina grant your whole team shield whenever like your anyone lands a critical hit. So yeah, the upside is her shield is really big, but like if she gets stunned or like something, if she dies, then you won't get this ability, and and Katrina is not that good anyway. Like you don't need these shield, and the enemy might have ignore shield from uh Seraphina, so it's not that it's fair. It's like it's okay if the other heroes in this game isn't very broken, but unfortunately, no. So her second passive is she can permanently double the entire team's crit damage, and 100% of her damage dealt is converted into her shield. So she can get a lot of shield, but like Ethereal's kind of doesn't need any other. Ethereal already has a lot of good heroes that she just can't fit. And for ethereal teams, you kind of want have three glorians. And so right now, ethereals pretty much you have to have Eudora because she's the only one that can deal multi-instance crit damage, and you want Elisha because she's really good, and the rest of the slot you might as well get three Glorians for the control immunity, other than like more ethereal heroes. And if you want more ethereal heroes, uh, Elawan is also a great option because you can get her for free, not for free, but you can get her from the various selectors, and it's really just not worth it to get a new ethereal heroes. And after ally take action, Amaterasu can also increase her defense and max HP. So she's a really tanky hero. Well, finally we have a tank hero who is actually a tank. But considering there's all these broken corrode and reflect damage, I don't think she will survive. And even if she survives, like if all her teammates die, she can't turn the tide of battle, unfortunately. Yeah, so I actually suggest you skip Amaterasu. And the good thing is she's the only heroes that you can't get for free. So in the advanced summon you get Tsukuyomi, and and in guild shop you can get Leviathan, right? Yeah, you can get Leviathan. So basically you get one Leviathan and one Tsukuyomi for free, and you can like spend rest of your Oracle, like Oath Recall on like the other copies. Ideally, I think we want uh we want a Leviathan at 8 star as priority because she's also a Monarch, and Monarch in Doomsday is actually really powerful because Doomsday has really high reflect rate, and the nature of reflect damage is that you can't reflect once if you are like getting one-shotted by enemies, but Monarch can prevent that. So Monarch in Doomsday is really good. So now like Merlin is a good hero because he's a Monarch Doomsday, and now we have a Monarch Doomsday that's a broken hero on her own. Like yeah, she's really good. So if you are hesitating, like I suggest prioritize Leviathan. And if you want to buy the Eternal Decree right here on the right, in this selector, I think you should select Leviathan. And lastly, we have the non D&D hero. I think she's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, for non D&D hero because her ability is actually really weird because like it's funny because they want to go in on the Schrodinger's cat flavor so that Schrodinger has a 30% to 99% chance to dodge when attacked. So so dodge is kind of already an uncertainty, a random effect because you don't know if you're dodge or not. But this is a doubling down on the randomness because not only you are you have a chance to dodge. The chance of dodge is also random, so it's like a double randomness. So we really have no idea whether the cat is alive or not, or whether she will dodge or not. But anyway, when she successfully dodge, she will gain 1 stack of defense boost, and she will apply a I don't know what this word is, a kind of a buff to a random allies, and copying her current damage reduction. And her second passive is like she will gain damage reduction. So after each round of attack, wait, I didn't realize her ability is that confusing now that I'm reading it the second time. But anyway, she can she have damage reduction, and she can also redirect her damage reduction to another ally, and ally's attack can deal bonus damage equal to damage reduction. So yeah, she's a pretty good support hero, and she's a Glorian. And this means I think she will have a lot of uses because Glorian is a pretty good synergy. Like I said, for ethereal teams, you kind of need 3 Glorians for the control immunity, and Schrödinger can provide that control immunity as well as like granting your team a lot of defense. So I think she's good, but again, don't get her intentionally. You can get her for free just by playing the game in this season. So yeah, and that's it for the new heroes. Thank you for watching.